See if this works.
It's saying you're not connected.
Are you sure?
Oh, okay, no, now it's working.
All right. So, first things first, these little guys down here.
First
Give them a
things
couple
first.
more. There's two little guys right here. They're standing in the way of your boosties and the spot they want to go in the waterfall. The spot you want to go in the waterfall is this rock that I'm circling. I hope you can see my cursor. I'm pretty sure you can. You want to go on the second rock over, the one in the middle of the waterfall. At that point, you will be far enough away from these guys and the snakes on the other side that you will not aggro any of them, but you will be close enough to the bridge where we're killing them so you still get experience. So that's the magic spot. So when I'm starting the run, I have to pull these guys away and then reset them. And while I'm pulling them away, the boosties will run over to the waterfall and take their position. So you're going to put both your shields up and you're going to slow fall because we're going to jump across the river. So you need consumables for this. You need feathers for slow fall. You need noggin foggers for the long slow fall. And you don't need lips. I again use lips. There's some things that use them. So I'm going to aggro those. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to jump down past this little broccoli tree thing. And then I'm going to jump across the river. And I'm going to reset them. There's a reset spot like between this little bamboo tree and then the big tree. And while I'm over here, I'm looking for this Berserker patrol that's at the top. There's 3 Berserkers you have to care about. This is the first one. I can't click on him because he's... There he is. He's down here. This guy's going to be circle. And I always use the same marks for my patrols. So we're going to jump down in this little bamboo spot. We're going to hop. And while that's going on, I'm getting on my shaman and I'm running over to the middle of the waterfall while they're evading, because it takes them like 30 seconds to drop combat. So I'm going to run my dude over here. We're going to hang out in the middle of the waterfall. So I just dropped combat, so we're going to get going. Optionally, you can use a Speed Zanza. Speed Zanza is very nice to have. Not necessary, so I'm not using it. You should always learn it as hard as possible, because things aren't always going to go right. Like, I could do this whole pull with no gear, no mount. All right, so first things first. So I need to go over here. The pool starts over by where you fight Gazrenka, the Pagels Point landing thing over here down at the bottom of this. There's 2 croc packs. There's one right over here, and there's one to the left of this landing, and there's a ramp that goes up to the top. So you can run all the way down this little ramp thing. You will not aggro these 2 Berserkers on the left. Sometimes you will aggro these Gators on the right. That happens very infrequently, but there's a Soul Flare pack that goes up and down here, right? So this guy is coming down here. So a little trick is, depending on where the big packs are upstairs, you can actually run up the ramp and skip them. Sometimes the timing doesn't work out. If that happens, then you just gotta wait. Tough shit. So they're down here now. Timing's fine here on here. So we can just run up here, and then we can jump down and skip our little patrol, because they're gonna get to the end there, and then they're gonna turn around. So I'm looking for the Berserker that pats down here. This Berserker goes down to the Tigers, and then turns around, then goes all the way back up here, and turns around somewhere up here past the Edge of Madness stuff. So I think this is our guy here. There's 2 of them that kind of overlap. So there's a risk that you mark the wrong one. But you're just going to jump down, blink over the water. Now you're here. You can aggro the Soul Flares that we skipped. You can Frost Nova them and just run past them. The one thing you have to be aware of is that if you die on your pull and you have to do them again, so this is our Berserker, this guy's square, we're going to have to wait for him. We have to wait for him to pass this way. He's got to be going to the right, so we have to wait for his whole patrol cycle now, and he doesn't move very fast. So back to the Soul Flare. The Soul Flares have that thrash mechanic, so if they're trying to attack you and they can't, they like build up like Wind Fury attacks, and that persists through death. So again, like if they're in your way and you're feeling impatient, you can Frost Nova them and run past them and then blink across the river. They won't follow you off of this platform. But if you die and have to do it again and you come back, they still have those thrash stacks, so there's a non-insignificant chance that if they hit you, they're just going to one-shot you, which is frustrating. Happens. So we just got to wait on our little patrol boy, which brings us to our third patrol. The third Berserker that we have to worry about is the one that comes down to the Tigers here and then goes down the patrol down here and then turns around. Like, he doesn't go all the way down to the Panther place, but he turns around like somewhere down here and he comes up here. Because whenever our square berserker goes over here, we're going to start chugging noggin foggers to get the slow fall. So you need the slow fall so you can stay on your mount while still having slow fall. And it lasts 2 minutes, which you need. So we have to be looking for the berserker comes down here, because sometimes if you start the run immediately as soon as you zone in, the berserkers will always be in like pretty ideal positions. But if you have to wait like this for whatever reason, they're going to be out of sync. So like if this was a fresh run and I didn't have to mess with the streaming everything, as soon as I got right here, our square berserker would be walking this way, and I would have to wait like 10 seconds for him, and then I could start. Like, I wouldn't have to wait for him to go all the way down. But I'm looking for the other berserker because there's a chance that that other berserker now is coming this way. And if you ever pull a berserker and you are not within 3 seconds of a reset spot, you will die. They are so incredibly fast, and they hit really hard. And they do that thunderclap thing that knocks you back, and they fear you around, and like it's almost unsurvivable. Unless you are like immediately next to a reset spot. And even if you are, sometimes they do like the little thunderclap knockback thing and then knock you out of the reset spot. Like, just, you cannot aggro berserker. Their aggro range is surprisingly small. But again, it's just like number one thing that cannot happen. Don't fuck with berserkers. So I'm going to wait for this guy to go past. As soon as he gets to like right here-ish, we can usually start chugging noggin foggers, but since this isn't a brand new run anymore, I'm going to go back and check for that second berserker down here, because if he's walking up here, I got to wait a whole nother cycle. Because again, if he's walking up while I'm coming down, you can't avoid him, because at that point the pool has started, I'm going to have stuff chasing me. So, like, I know the timing for this. I should have 3 of these cycles before I have to worry about this guy. So I know I'm not going to have to, but I'm trying to teach you the right way to do it, is that you should always check and make sure that second berserker isn't coming up. So now we're going to start chugging noggin fogger. I have a macro that automatically like cancels the debuff if I don't get slow fall, so we got lucky there. Slow fall a second time, putting my shields up. Now we're going to start, we're going to get our mount, we're going to pull this pack, and then we're going to pull that pack. We're going to come down, we're going to aggro these guys. What's up, Crocs? We're going to go down through the water low, keep the angle shallow. Pick up these guys and then go high up here. Give yourself more space between you and the Crocs. We're going to loop around right here. Sometimes there's a snake pet that comes down around here. You can usually avoid them. I've probably only pulled them a handful of times in like thousands of runs. We're going to wait for these guys to get kind of close. We're going to pull the tigers. We're going to go wide on the first 3 big ones through the middle. And then we're going to pick up this guy in the corner. We got all the tigers. Then we're going to slow fall jump down to this big celery stalk here. So here's our berserker right there. Kind of can't click him again because he's hiding behind that root. But this is our moon. Again, you can use whatever marks you want. So he's coming back here. So if we had waited another cycle, he would be coming up back to us. And at that point, like when we have everything chasing us, like you can't really abort the run anymore. And there's no great reset spots along the way. So our stuff is coming up to us now. So we're going to slow fall across the river now. Grab this guy. There is a fish that lives in the river that we just jumped over, like right where we're jumping over. And there's a non-insignificant chance that he hits you while you're jumping on top of him, because the Y-axis in this game is fucked, and he can dismount you. So that's why you always do like 360s over it. So we pulled that pack across the side there, and we ran behind the tree. If you notice when I did that, I had my back to the wall, and I was strafing away from it. That makes sure you don't get mounted. So I pull that stuff. You can jump on the roots with your mount so you don't have to blink through the tree. We go high so then it'll bug out and pull that berserker over there. Pull this one down at the bottom. We have 10 seconds left. We're looking at our circle berserker, which is okay because the circle berserker pats in a Y. There's probably, I should have started explaining this because there's a lot of stuff to explain while we're doing it. But this guy comes down here or he goes up the ramp to Jindo. So we pulled this pack down at the bottom of the landing. We're going to scoot them over to the right a little bit. And then we're going to keep going over here. So at this point, I have to slow fall back down across. We're going to go under the bridge, back up the tree root. Jump, slow fall. Put your shields back on at this point. We're going to hit the bridge probably fine. It bumps us down. We're going to strafe jump up onto the root at the corner here. Jump up and over across. If I had a speed Zanza right now, I would take a second to bandage. But the mobs are going to be coming right over the hill. There they are. We're going to blink across here. Again, there's going to be a fish that aggroes. You want to make sure you don't lose any damage on your shields here. So 2 jumps, and then a blink, and then a slow fall. Let's go slow fall one more time. We're going to run up the extreme left that we can get up here. We're going to wand one of these guys. Smack the snake for good luck, and then we're going to slow fall back across the river here from the top of this little thing next to the celery. Do a little couple 360s for style points. Now this pull gets kind of frustrating. We're going to aggro one of these guys. We're going to wait. We're going to take 1 hit, wait for him, blink through them, and then counterspell this last guy. This is the last pack. We're going to let him hit us once, and we're going to lip, and we're going to try to get all our little boys together. Wow. Second left, we Nova. No resist here. If we did get a resist, you could cold snap Nova again, or just Cone of Cold it. Throw on Mage Armor at that point. Now we're going to check to see. Sometimes the fish will aggro here. If there can be a fish that's like sitting on the surface waiting for you to come back because it hasn't evaded yet, and it can like daze you and do that armor pen thing that it has. Since I don't have the speed Zanza, we're going to blink to get a little more space between us and the Crocs. Coming up here. At this point, this is the kill phase. So that's the entire pool. Run down here. I'm going to throw on slow walk and jump up onto the bridge. Hit the wrong button. I'm just jumping back and forth to get them in the nice little group. Throw a little rank 1 to get them all clumpy. And then we just start max ranking. Now you will know, or you will notice, whenever you start doing these jumps onto the bridge, there will be like minuscule spots where they don't turn around and go back up. Like they will keep trying to attack you, and I hope I find one. Because sometimes when you jump up onto the rope, they don't turn around, and you have to like scoot back like a millimeter. Use a mana gem there. We'll use my Robe of the Archmage next. Again, you don't need this stuff. You could, like, if you were low on mana, you could just keep rank 1 until you get clear cat. Here we go. See, they're not turning around, so I gotta scoot back a little bit. So I just took one, like, the tiniest step back because they don't always turn, like, it's finicky. I'm glad I got to show one of those. A couple of our guys got out of the pack. That's okay. They'll make it back in. Now they're all below 20%, so moving really slow, so you can just like blizzard right on top of them. You just blizzard them till they die. So like your gear doesn't matter. The only thing you want is just as much mana as possible. Yeah, that's the whole pool. And then you just go collect all your fat epics. And my shaman gets a ton of experience because he's rested.
Jeremy, your stream's not working.
My Discord stream's not working, so I'm doing it on YouTube. Discord was sucking.
Are you looting?
Yeah.
Oh, your cursor's working on Discord. But not your screen. I see your cursor and I see you changing into a bag.
That was nice.
So we'll do another one so I can show you exactly what it looks like if you get a brand new fresh run. But like the thing is that you're gonna have things where like if you're boosting people, like sometimes they take 2 minutes to log back in because it's a weird one. Because you can't start until they're all in there. It's not like they can just zone in late because if they miss you pulling the pack, then you lose it. So hold on, let me. Anybody got
No
like a
batching.
random?
Nice.
Yeah, it didn't feel that much different. But like here, I'm just gonna make a new mana gem, and then put on ice armor again. Sit down and drink.
I don't think I saw a single mob run through Blizzard at any point there.
There was 2 of them that got out, but that might have been because I was too slow getting a new blizzard down.
Yeah, that was just because like the front pack was still following you, and then some turned around.
Yeah, and again, I'm glad I got to show that. So, anybody got a character in like org they can just reset for us real quick? So I'm going to show another fresh.
Yeah, Elder Cask can invite me.
You're not online?
Elder Cast? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I spelled your name wrong.
Derp.
Alright, I gave you lead. So log out, Red, and we'll just do another one real quick. Elder, as soon as everyone's offline, please just reset and tell us.
Bobalki.
It's Bobikey.
Bobikey?
Bobikey.
Hello?
They're
Why is
delicious.
there another eye there?
Nope, they're delicious.
I wish I bought more arcane crystals when they were 9 gold.
As soon as Super Mad logs out.
Congrats on the hat, by the way, Garth. I was jealous.
Red Hush?
I was trying to give it away yesterday.
You were the T3 hat? Or are you talking about the Preceptor?
All right,
I guess I
guys can log in.
didn't get any scraps though.
Yeah, but you'll probably get prio on them next week.
No, the scraps are very hard on Horde side. I don't know how they are.
No, they're just as bad.
Alright, so we just logged in. We want this to go as quickly as possible. So as soon as we log in, shields, slow fall, mount.
Started patchwork at like 70% mana.
Run down, aggro these guys, keep running around the route to the right, up onto this little hill guy, jump down next to the broccoli, cross the river. While we're jumping, we can mark this is our circle berserker. He starts down here and then he goes all the way down here. Then he does his Y pat, so he'll either go back up towards Jindo or come back down. If he's coming back down here, we cannot pull this pack. We cannot run into him. Because again, if we aggro berserker... No, I had Elder reset it, so we're good. So while we're resetting, we go onto our shaman. We run over to the waterfall spot. Yeah, you need someone to reset it out of the instance because there's no good way for you to get back out. You can get back out without too much difficulty. The people you're boosting will not be able to get back out. There's no way they can run back out without getting killed. I'm not saying there's no way. I'm saying that there's a 99% chance of
Yeah, it's impractical.
Yeah. So now we're behind the Soul Flare pack here. It's going down, so we're just gonna wait and we're gonna walk slowly. You just want to stay like you see these little there's like a line of dots here down like the middle of this thing. You just want to stay between the dots and like the ramp. Just stay in a straight line down here. You won't aggro the berserkers. You won't aggro the crocs. Just stay behind the soul flares. While we're doing that, we're looking for our berserker pat that comes down here. This is gonna be our square guy. Again, use whatever marks you want. This guy's square for me. There he is. Hello, Mr. Square. I know I'm not going to have to worry about the moon guy, the third berserker that goes down to the panther guy, because I know if we just started, he starts right around the tiger and he goes down all the way there, so we won't have to worry about it. Our soul flares just turn the corner. They don't go very far to the left, so you got to be quick. They're going to turn around right now, so you don't have a lot of space. Jump off, 360, blink across the water. We wait for the square guy to get around here. When he gets around there, we start chugging on noggin foggers. Throw up a new AI. I'm in combat, so I can't drink. Move my cursor on the work computer so we're not AFK. Didn't say that. Alright, Berserker's good. Wow. Noggin Fogger, slow fall, first one, feels good. Shield, horsey. Run down, aggro these guys, low angle towards the water here. Aggro the second pack, high angle coming back up. Turn around, here's the snakes, don't aggro the snakes. Wait at the corner for the crocs to kind of group up together and get closer. You don't want to get too far ahead of your pack. Go wide on the first three big set. You only care about the big tigers. The little tigers aren't going to do anything to you. So you're just going to take a diagonal across the middle. So our moon berserker's going down there. We can see him. Grab him as we're falling, throw a moon on him, just in case. We're not worried about him for the rest of the run. If we die, we are suddenly worried about him again. So that's why I mark him now. It's just preemptively in case I fuck up and have to do it again. Wait until our tigers come down here, our crocs and tigers. We'll see them in a moment. There they are. As soon as we see them, we can slow fall across. Here's the fish. It's underneath you. Sometimes he can aggro if you're directly on top. If he hits you from the back, it's going to daze you. And then dismount you, and then you'll be very sad. Aggro that first back over there. We're going to run with our back, and we're strafing here. We have our back to the wall, and we are strafing across so we don't take any hits from the back and get dazed by those crocs. Very important. Get down here. Very slightly. If you go too far forward here, you're going to get into the water and get dismounted. So you can ride up onto this guy, jump across, jump up and over, right? And then we're going to go high here because if you're low here, if you just go straight down the bottom, there's a chance these guys glitch onto this ramp. And then we'll pull that berserker right here, and then he will fuck your day up. And that happens, and it makes me very sad. Pull that one to the bottom, take a high angle back up here. We're looking at our circle berserker. He's in fine position here. As long as he's not already padding back down here, we can pull this pack. If he is, you have to skip this one and just go straight to the end already, and the pool's almost done. Grab the ones down there at the bottom of the landing. Come up here, pull them to the right up at the top of this hill. Look at your boosties, wave at them, say hi. Our berserker's going up towards Jinda, so we're fine, nothing to worry about. Go over to this little plant. We're going to jump at the plant. We're going to slow fall. New shields. Look at all your stupid crocs crawling down a wall. Jump over here to the corner. Jump up, strafe jump makes it easier. Run across here. Our crocs will be coming over the mountain right now. Hello. We're going to jump. We're going to look at our fish. Fish is close here. 2 jumps. He aggroes. There we go. Blink across. Another slow fall. Up to the left. Wand this guy. Hit the snake. We're going to jump down across here. There's a non-insignificant chance that you aggro the Soul Flare pack when you're going down there. He will most likely reset by the time you get there. Aggro the first guy, blink through the second one. We were a little late. Throw up a new shield. Counterspell this guy. Let him hit you. So we actually lost a good bit of mana there because we let him eat our mana shield, which we don't want. But we Nova them here. No resist again. Mana shield. We'll use our mana robe early. We're going to run down. Jump around the corner. Fish is close, not close enough to hit us. Blink up, run up to the bridge. Generally, you'll regen like 12 to 15% mana, like just running from when you Nova them. So like we have a good lead on them, so we're not even close, nothing to worry about. You can just juggle them back and forth if you just want to wait on mana regen. You can stay alive indefinitely. Run down here, slow walk on, jump up onto the bridge. And now we're just going to get them into a nice little clump. We'll do better than last time. See, again, they didn't stay in one group because they're kind of retarded. That's fine. We'll just blizzard the front ones and they'll catch up. And then we max rank them. And that's the same as every other pool. There's a mana gem there when we're jumping. Oh, reading my chat log, I'm glad I remembered. The small tigers, whenever they get low on health, they will try to run to bigger tigers. For whatever reason on this bridge, they will not run to the bigger tigers that you already have in the pool. They will run to other tigers that you have not pulled yet. The other tigers that you haven't pulled yet are on the other side of this bridge from us. So they will run down the bridge to the other tigers, and if they make it there, they will aggro them, and then that will be bad news bears for you. So we're running out of mana. They're running out of health. We can Evo here now. They're slow, and they're really low health, so they're going to be running very slow. We can get a whole Evo off. So you will see whenever they get low that there's a chat message that says Zulian Cub flees towards the safety of another tiger. Just let them keep going at me because they're so low anyway. There we go. You just have to make sure that you hit them one more time. If they take the tick of Blizzard that puts them into that low health area where they start fleeing, and then you don't hit them again, they will continue fleeing. As soon as you hit them again, they will get right back in with the pack. So like they get scared and you just got to hit them one more time. I don't understand why it works that way, but it does. But sometimes it will happen that you're not paying attention, you miss it, and the small tigers will start running down the ramp. Like, you can just jump off, Frost Nova them, jump back up, and then just like kill the small tiger, because the small tigers aren't elites. Like, by the time they start fleeing, they have like 20% health. They're gonna have like 600 to 800 health. You can just like Frost Nova them, and then like Cone of Cold or Fire Blast them, and like just keep juggling the big pack like while you're doing that. It's not that big of a thing, but it will surprise you the first time. You're like, this guy just didn't even follow with the kite. He just ruined my whole pool. Like, it happens. Just, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. When you're learning the ZG pool, the first 50 times you do it, you're going to find 50 new ways to kill yourself. And, like, at one point I was almost getting excited. Okay, John Cena.
Those are me.
So do you have any questions? Did I not explain anything well?
No, that's pretty helpful. It's pretty nice.
I have a question. Can you restart your Discord stream?
No, Discord was being stupid, so we went to
You don't have to do it, but what is the what's the non-lip route at the end?
The non-lip route at the end is, let's see if I can, where's my orientation? This way. And again, I haven't practiced this enough to be really comfortable with it. So when I come up here, we wand this pack down at the bottom. We melee the snake, right, as you must. There's a 2-pack of trolls that pats down here. They will come over this bridge. If they are not in your way, you can just keep running up here, go across the bridge, come down here, and then there's some sequence of jumps that lets you...
Oh, just avoid.
Yeah, you get over here. I haven't practiced this. You can like jump up and over. Yeah, over here. And then what you can do is you can slow fall here, jump across, and then you like counterspell this pack over here on the right. And then this pack will aggro, you jump, Frost Nova them. And so the Crocs will have been following you down across, so they'll still be like behind you. So you're not getting them like all in the one big group and novaing them there, and then the rest of it stays the same. So you don't have to use a lip, but I don't know, I just haven't practiced that enough to be comfortable with it. I'm sure it works. I've seen people do it. But yeah, that's it. And then whenever they all come to you, when you run up the hill, you're going to spend more time like getting them into a group because they're not like coming from a big cluster anymore. But you save some money on lips. So I'm sure it's got pros and cons. Like, I don't know the timing of that patrol, that 2-pack that walks across there, because if you aggro them, you're going to die because one of them's an axe thrower. But yeah, that's it. Again, I don't know it for sure. But this is what I do know. This works.
Mm-hmm.
Kill Crocs.